Hey buddy, this is Stormy with the capital Z, and today we shall be going over the patch notes on patch 1.30 PTR announced as of 31st of July 2018, that is 2 days ago. I'm actually quite surprised that I did not notice these patch notes. I've been a bit busy with life and stuff, but well, let's just get over it. The one who has done this post is known as Pete Stillwell. Let's see. Greetings raiders, thinkers, harbingers and wardens. Based on the gameplay analysis and feedback, we got some updates to balance for the PTR. Thanks for doing your part in this grand adventure. Alright. Bug fixes. Issuing a build command with other actions queued no longer purges the command queue. I believe I've been facing this issue since some time. I'm not sure if the issue that I was facing was this same one, but it pretty much tells me a story when I do face something like this each time I try to build stuff with my workers. Anyways, next up is 24 player games with AI no longer causes starting location to be merged. I'm not exactly sure about this one, but I'm pretty sure the game automatically puts you into the closer starting locations. Next up, the glaive thrower's damage buff in 1.30 is now applied to the Whirlpool Blades upgrade, which means that in the earlier patch 1.30 PTR, it did not go with the Whirlpool Blade upgrades. Then Mac users unit display ground shadow again. Okay, that was some issue with the Mac. Hall of Dead and Black Citadel gold cost corrected. Okay, that was another issue which players did report from what I had seen earlier. Multiboard minimize icon located is correctly located. Oh, okay, I believe this is for the custom maps. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been facing some issues with some older maps, some old custom maps, where you have the multi-board and stuff such as Legion TD and all. You have it right like in the middle of the screen and it's quite irritating. So next up is defend consistently reflects damage from piercing attack again. See appendix. Okay, we'll look at it later on. Known issues. Some community maps are missing from the pool. Fish out of the water. Alright. To help visualize and solve mouse cursor lag, we have added a cursor to registry that draws the operating system arrow cursor. Okay, that's something that they added. Alright, let's get to the balance changes. Hero balance changes. Mountain King, Stormbolt, level 2, damage reduced from 210 to 200. Humans take another hit. Then level 3 of Stormbolt is reduced from 325 to 310. It's not that big of a reduction, but still it's a reduction, and humans really aren't all that strong if you ask me. Coming to Thunderclap, damage reduced from 65 to 60. Okay, now that is a hit. I believe this is level 1. Level 2 is damage reduced from 125 to 115. Then the third one is damage reduced from 175 to 160. So that is like 15 damage per unit. Suppose the Mountain King is surrounded by, I don't know, 5 units. That's 15 damage per unit. How much does that come to? 75? Yeah, that's 75 damage out of there. Like, that's huge. And
brilliant.
Selected, I've made units over here, but for some reason, some weird reason, this is still reflecting the old damage. I'm gonna show it to you if you want.
Death comes for you.
I'm gonna do this, and yeah, it's still reflecting the old damage from what I can understand. Anyways, we'll go to the next one. Farseer. Cooldown for all levels is now 30 seconds, which means this is for the far side, by the way. Sorry, I did not mention the ability. Level 1 radius has been increased from 600 to 900, and if you guys have been checking out my channel, I am doing a walkthrough on Exodus of the Horde. I've been doing a little far sight with that. So we're gonna play with this a bit. This is still the regular one. No, that's a bit increased, I believe.
Our forces are under attack.
What about level 2?
It is certain.
Level 2 is pretty big, damn. And what is level 3? Like, it reveals the entire map or what? Whoa! That's a big area. Oh man, I don't want to face these things just yet.
Disbelieving.
What you got?
What trickery is this?
My eyes.
Yeah, go back, go back, go back. We do not have to fight yet. Next up, Pit Lord. Base stats have been edited. Increase in the starting agility from 14 to 15. So Pit Lord
What is your
is
feeble request?
freakingly strong.
What a
He was
foolish
already
boy.
freakingly strong. Now he's even stronger. And this is quite weird. Okay, actually mine is leveled up, so that's why. And the second one, ability about the second editing to the Pit Lord is cleaving attack. The AoE for all levels from 200 to 250. The AoE has been increased. Damn.
You
So
failed
which
to
means
amuse
it's
me.
even more dangerous now.
What a
If I
foolish
go in here
ploy.
with this kind of an AoE, this is gonna deal a lot of damage now. That's a lot of damage indeed.
I go to destroy.
So will this... yeah, this does the most amount of damage and they're even backing out. If I attack the one in the middle... Whoa, you saw that? That was a lot of damage. So, next up, Goblin Thinker. The cluster rockets level 2 increase base damage from 18.75 to 19.75 at level 2, and at level 3 it is increased to 27.5 to 30.5. Okay,
The engine's running.
check that out as well.
I can handle that. Yeah, baby.
I'm pretty sure it'll kill the sheep.
I can handle that.
It definitely didn't do the 75 damage as it was written over there.
I'm on top
How
of
much does it does?
it. I'm all geared up. I
Okay,
can handle that.
it's per cluster rocket from what I see, so there's no actual
Let's
way
roll
to
out.
actually aim those things. You just have to shoot them in that area and then expect that the unit which you're trying to target is going to be hit with maximum number of them. Anyways, going to the next one, humans balance changes. Rifleman, base stats decreased. Alright. Decreased attack cooldown from 1.5 to 1.35. So Rifleman will attack faster.
You have a
Rifleman
target?
will
Aye, sir.
attack
I'll
faster.
take care of it. Time to go.
They seem to be a bit faster.
Time to go. I'll take care of it. Aye.
Yeah, this is actually gonna be helping human players a lot.
Aye. Time to go.
A lot of pro players do this. They attack the unit, then go back, then attack the unit again, and then
Got
run
the
back.
beast in my sight.
That's the kind of thing. So that delay, that running back
Time to go.
delay will be shortened a bit, and their attack, well, that's basically more DPS. Next up, Cannon Tower. Tech tree, fragmentation shards applies. Now, this is a very interesting change. Cannon towers, usually before this, the buildings never had any attack upgrade, but cannon towers will now be having having this attack buff with this research that you do for more teams. So this research will affect both more teams and the cannon towers, which basically deals more damage to unarmored and medium armored units, which is pretty good. I believe we will be seeing more cannon towers, I guess, in the future. Well, not, I wouldn't say in one-on-ones, but maybe in team games and stuff. Blizzard really wants the human player to go mech, to basically go mech with all your flying machines. They even did a little changes for the tank siege engine. We'll be coming to that in a bit. Next up is defend. Damage reduction increased from 40% to 50%, and this is actually good. which means that you'll only be taking 50% of the damage from piercing attacks, and then reflection damage has been increased from 90 to 100. Now, I'm not sure how this exactly works. I've tried it a lot in custom games. In an actual game, I haven't seen it working to this kind of an effect, but we'll see how it works out. And this is the same thing which was above. Fragmentation upgrade. Barrage. Increase base damage from 12 to 14, that is 13-14 to 15-16. Then the research button located is, it's relocate, that's really it. The research button in the workshop has been relocated. This one is over here from what I understand, or here. 2-1. This is line 2, and okay, it's relocated here. Okay, I gotta have to check that up later. I have made this custom map and then went into it, but for some reason it's not coming up with the actual changes. Next up, orc balance changes. Headhunter. Increased gold cost from 135 to 140. That is a bit increase, and now is the good part. Their range has been increased from 450 to 550, which means that your trolls will be able to attack you from a distance now. This is definitely the previous one, because the Dryad's normal range is 500. Now the trolls will be having more range than Dryads. Now that definitely sounds a bit dangerous, especially considering the fact that these things can be upgraded into Berserkers. Well, they're not obviously as strong as the Dryads, but my microing is just terrible, that's all. Heading up to the next one, Shaman. Bloodlust. Mana cost decreased from 40 to 35. Why? I don't know why. And then mana regeneration has also been increased, so they basically want orcs to go bloodlust. They basically want orcs to bloodlust their armies and never go back to spirit walkers again. I don't know. Next up, Witch Doctor. Increased mana regeneration from 0.67 to 0.72.
How may I serve?
It is okay.
Right away.
You can use that, I guess. Your mana regeneration will be slightly faster. Next up, Spirit Lodge. Cost. Reduced lumber cost from 150 to 135. Yeah, they definitely want us to be going for shamans and witch doctors, and they definitely want us to be avoiding the torrents completely. And I guess it's for the best of it. Now a very needed change. Orb of Lightning decreased the chance of purge from 35 to 30, which is huge. It seems to be a little less, but yeah, that's 5% less into that devastating purging orb. Blade Master DPS, my god, I don't even want to think about it. Blade Master after level 3 with the purging orb becomes really dangerous in all sorts of matchups. And yeah, this will be making it a little less dangerous. Orc is always considered as the Imba race. Anyways, up next, upgrades. Ensnare. Base stats, reduced duration for units from 12 to 10. Reduced cooldown from 16 to 15, which means that your ensnare will be staying a bit less. The time of your ensnare will be a bit less, the duration which is, and your cooldown is 1 second less. So it's okay. It will affect the game a bit, not too much though. Next up, reinforced defenses. Reduced from 200 to 175 lumber. So now reinforced defenses cost you even less lumber, and you can actually do this upgrade on tier 2 itself. And the gold cost has been increased from 50 to 75. That really is okay, considering the fact that you have a fresh supply of gold. The lumber is what you need to manage in this game. Managing the lumber at your tier 2 mid game time is very key. Pulverize, that is. Pulverize requires Warmill this time. So you can't just go into Torrent Totem and then expect to go for Pulverize. This is much needed, I believe, since I've been dominated very, very badly by an Orc player. He basically went straight up tier 3 with the Torrent Totem, Barracks, Torrent Totem, Spirit Walkers, and then Torrents, and then they even had Pulverize, and it was sickening, really, it was sickening against human players. Next up, Spiked Barricades, level 2, reduced from 175 to 100 lumber. Well, the cost of upgrades for orcs are just reducing. Then the second one is reduced from 275 to 125. I don't know if many people will be using this or not, but it is a huge change, as this is 75 lumber less, and this is really a, I don't know if they made a mistake in putting this in. This is 150, I believe. Yeah, that's 150 lumber less. Alright, next, undead balance changes. Necromancers. Increase base damage from 7 to 9. Yeah, they definitely want us to be using Necromancers. Next is Skeleton Longevity and removed upgrade. So they removed the upgrade, and now Skeleton Longevity is a part of the included in Skeleton Mastery upgrade. Skeleton Mastery, increase gold cost from 125 to 200, increase lumber cost from 150 to 175. Yeah, they definitely want us to be using more Necromancers. So previously you had two upgrades. One was for Skeleton Longevity and one was Skeleton Mastery. One of them gave the skeletons more duration, and the other one gave you one Skeleton Mage and one Skeleton Warrior. So I guess this is a good upgrade. Tech tree now includes Skeleton Longevity. Research button located to 01. I'm not exactly sure what this means. You guys can comment below. Items. Book of the Dead. The Book of GG changed number of Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Archers from 4 to 3. Alrighty. But wasn't this already changed earlier? I'm pretty sure this was changed earlier. Oh wait. It was decreased, and I gotta check this up. Book of GG was nerfed. We had a very long discussion about it earlier, but I don't remember what exactly it was. Change the HP of Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Archers from 180 to 190. Alright. Night Elf balance changes. Huntress. Increased damage from 15 to 16. Okay, so now Huntress will deal a little more damage, not too much, but that is a little more. And I like this upgrade. Tech tree. Sentinel has a 180 second duration now, which means that there is no research anymore for sentinels, which means that the hunters can freely cast sentinel. Well, that is, each hunters can cast one sentinel each on the tree, but the condition this time is that
in position,
this sentinel will be staying over there for only 180 seconds, and after that it's gone. That's it. Up next, Mountain Giants now activates a second time after 3 seconds. Taunt. I didn't read that, sorry. Okay, so they've done a little difference to the taunt. I believe taunt will be cast a second time automatically, from what I gather from this little piece of information. So as I use taunt with my Mountain Giant, after 3 seconds it'll automatically taunt everything around it. It's obviously not working in this one. I don't know, there's some bug with the custom map or something. I've tried it into the multiplayer, tried it single player, it doesn't work. I don't know why. It's only working in the melee game, or rather the ladder. Yeah, it's only working in the ladder, to be specific, I believe. Next up, neutral balance changes. Ensnare. Reduced unit duration from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. Hero duration from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. So the neutrals, such as the Murloc Huntsman,
speak your mind.
like the ones over here,
As the goddess
They
wills.
their ensnare duration has now been reduced. Yeah, so that's that for you. And if they cast ensnare on your hero, he'll be free in 3 seconds, which is really great, I guess. Now this doesn't make sense to me. Ensnare in bracket Naga. Why? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out which unit are they referring to, because in most of the melee maps which are commonly used on Battle.net and even in the ladders don't have Naga creeps from what I remember. And the melee map, our melee Warcraft 3 game, is not designed to go with the Naga, which was introduced in the Frozen Throne as a custom race. We even got to play it in mission in campaign 1 and campaign 2 of the campaign 1 and campaign 2, that's it. But this actually is, I don't know, hinting into like I don't know if they want to introduce Naga into the mix. I mean, I don't know if that's even possible or that's even a thing, but this definitely raises a few eyebrows, and I don't know why they'd have done it, because the Naga Sea Witch, which is a prominent hero from the tavern in our melee game, that unit is not amphibious. If you have ever tried to use that unit to go into water, it will never be able to swim. Which means that the Naga never had a place in Warcraft 3 melee. So, what is this change for? For the campaign? Nah. Why would you update a 16-year-old campaign? Why? That doesn't make sense. This definitely raises some eyebrows, and I don't know, we'll definitely be seeing something to come when patch 1.30 is out, or maybe sometime later. Reduced unit duration from 150 seconds to 8 seconds, hero duration from 12 seconds to 3 seconds, increased cooldown from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. I don't know what's it about. The only unit from the Naga that can use Ensnare is the Mermaidian, which is actually a tier 3 unit of the Naga, which you can make from your Naga barracks. It was the swamping pool, I guess, spawning pool, I don't know, I don't remember the name of those stuff. Up next, cannibalize. Creep cannibalize change from 10 HPS to 12 HPS. Okay, duration reduced from 33 to 20. This is for the creeps, I believe. This is not for our regular ghouls and abominations. Next up, boots of speed. Items now has 2 stocks at the start of the game. Game start? No. I'm pretty sure we've been in this game for quite some time now, but no. We only have 1 over here, but yeah. Okay, maybe it's only in the melee maps, only in the ladder, but what this means is now you have a stock of 2 at the game start, which means that there is no race for the boots. You can just rush in there and even both of the players can get the boots. Next up, map update, Road to Strathome, LV, revised based on community comment but not yet added to the pool. Okay. Twisted Meadows, this is a much required change. Red Dragon, the Red Dragon which is there behind your base, that island location behind your base in Twisted Meadows, where you can only reach using a Zeppelin, previously had a Red Dragon. I believe it was level 10 Red Dragon. Now that has been replaced by a Granite Golem, and Granite Golem is not any less dangerous, I would say that, but it will now prevent from using that harass abuse. Some orc players and some undead players had been doing that a bit. That was kind of a mischief, and it was fun to do. I'm pretty sure I have done a game or two where the orc or the undead player have done that. They basically try to pull in the dragon inside towards the enemy's base, and they would ensnare it and then just run away, leaving it to cause chaos all over the base. This is Appendix. Pre 1.30 defend, the immune field was calculated twice. 30% reflection, immune plus reflect damage, 21% Immune damage. If not 49%, take 50 damage. Makes no sense to me. I'm pretty sure mappers would be more familiar to this language. 30% reflection, immune damage plus reflect. 70%, take 50% damage. Okay, so previously there was a 30, 21, 49, 3 different things that could have happened when your footman was under defend. Now there are only 2 things that can happen if your footman is in defend. 30% is that the attack will reflect. 70% is that you'll take 50% less damage. Okay, I didn't quite gather that one either. So what this basically is saying, you will either reduce the damage by 70% or reflect damage by 30%. Okay, that works for me even if that is the thing. Next up is some mouse lag. They want us to download something and submit some report, I guess. So that's it, guys. Patch 1.30 update as on 31st of July 2018, or I don't know if this is 1st of August. It's either 31st July or 1st of August, depending on the time zone. Over here in India, it's already 3rd of August, and in the US, it's still 2nd from what I understand as of right now when I'm recording this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What you guys expect, what you guys think. I'm pretty sure a lot of my friends would be like, humans have been destroyed. That Naga thing, it really does raise some eyebrows. Anyways, that'll be all. Give me your opinion, subscribe for more Warcraft 3 content, and I'll see you guys later. Z out. Bye bye.